It's sales kickoff season.
SKO season, we said it 100 times.
Is there a way to do a sales kickoff right?
When in doubt, don't be memorable.
Can you tell me different types of sales kickoffs?
The fun one. And that's like a Scottsdale.
Guy grabbed a handful of poker chips off the casino table and went to casino jail.
There's no worse place unless you're in the Ocean's movie.
Why don't other departments have sales kickoffs?
And salespeople are outgoing, extrinsically motivated, and they like to bang.
Demoted.
Welcome back to Demoted.
Happy New Year, everyone. We're sick of saying it already because we know it's mid-January, but this is the first time we are actually back in the beanbags together.
Beanbag baddies.
In the new year.
We missed you. Ross and I have been apart for a few weeks.
But we're back now.
It was nice having some time away from you. It was.
It was, because now we actually have something to talk about.
We do.
Normally we just sit in silence.
We just sit here because we know everything about our lives.
Yeah, it's awful but great. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, and we've never been more in love. With the show, with the podcast.
With the podcast.
Guys, I'm married. Relax. She has a boyfriend, okay?
Okay.
Jesus Christ, chill.
So it's sales kickoff season. You know what it also is? Another year, 2025, of me not setting up any of the tech in our Demoted studio.
Yeah. I come in. They've been here for 15 minutes. I did ask you guys to plug in the batteries.
Which
they
were already plugged in.
They were already plugged in because I did that 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that's nice.
We're coming back from break. I know this is probably coming out mid-Jan, but Ross and I haven't seen each other.
It's been a couple weeks.
It's exciting. Ross got a haircut.
Yep.
We were supposed to meet up in Hawaii as we, teased on the pod. We teased kind of the hot tub ep.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we didn't get to see each other because Ross got sick.
I decided to get sick for winter break, which was awesome. I was going to say, it's nice to see that your real tan has actually matched your fake tan.
Yes.
So you look the exact same.
I know. Thank God.
I'm
very like face out of the sun. So my face is total white face.
You wear the
vibe.
huge hat. Yeah.
And then my body, I don't care about at all. Like burn that to a crisp. I'll just cover up all my skin when I'm older.
Do you burn easily?
No.
Or do you crisp lightly and nicely?
I just crisp like a Mediterranean goddess.
Yeah.
I become like a
I got lucky with that
gorgeous
too.
olive. Yeah. Do you really? You don't.
I don't really burn. I will burn if I stay out there long enough, but I
you have a very
brown
white
nicely.
back.
No.
It's tan?
Shocking. It's tan. My brother, on the other hand, he is full ginger, SPF 5000. Dude
still burns.
Still burns. Burns through clouds.
Do you have any anecdotes from Hawaii besides being sick that you want to share?
I played in 3 golf tournaments, completely ill. I was so ill. I just decided to drink through it.
Yeah.
Again,
you have to.
I added to my balanced breakfast of Allegra, Advil, water, and coffee. I actually added Dayquil on top of that.
On an empty stomach, which is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious.
A pentathlon, if you will, of meds.
Yep.
And I shot a 78 and I won $1,000 because I got an eagle on the 8th hole. We were playing a skins game.
That is actually sick.
It was actually very sick.
That's awesome.
I played absolutely out of my mind. I was trying to meet some people. I just went out there, played solo, got paired with 3 random blokes who were all in their like 50s. They were a good time.
Did you tell them you were content creators and they're like, what?
Yeah. I even told them the story about getting banned.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I told him quickly because I was also taking mushrooms. I forgot I was taking mushrooms too. Not a lot, like a microdose, like somewhere between a micro and a macro, like not enough to, freak out, but just enough to feel something.
Be a little scared.
Yeah. And anyway, I played my heart out and then I went to bed for most of the day.
That's lovely.
Yeah. How about you?
I also golfed. We were so close. We were 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
I golfed with my boyfriend's family, left at hole 9. I was done. I was done and dusted.
You did everything you could.
I did everything I could.
Yeah.
Just like a gorgeous golf course. I leave early. Like I'm the worst.
Had all the clothes on, dressed so appropriately and so swag.
I looked perfect.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm not going to lie. I brought my golf shoes for Christ's sake. Like I'm ready to go.
You packed golf shoes.
That I've used twice. Still got the rentals. And then we also did a sunrise canoe.
How was that? Did you see dolphins?
Nick from T-Boy was on it with our family. It was our family of 8 of us, and then plus Nick, the guide.
Wait, was Nick with his wife or was he?
So they have a 2-year-old kid. This is, if you guys saw, we were on the T-Boy, the Best One Yet podcast, and Nick is one of the co-hosts, and Matt and I saw him on the first day with his little boy, and we were like, oh my God, Nick, hi, what are you doing here? We, of course, then you have to see them a million times over.
Right.
Just
keep running into each other, keep throwing the head nods.
Keep throwing the, hey, how's it going?
No,
but he was great. We had a great time. And then we do the sunrise canoe. Nick's there. He's like, yeah, my wife and I have to trade off with our son. So I just decided to jump on the sunrise canoe for the hour that I had without him. And I was like, I love that you have a thirst for life. You love to adventure.
I'm pretty sure I would have slept.
You would have slept. He's up. No, are you kidding me? They've already recorded the pod at 4 a.m.
I know. God.
HST. So that was fun. Great to see him. Hawaii was awesome. Then I went to Jackson Hole, skied. I won't, shit on skiing because I know that the skiing community gets really upset.
They get so upset
when I poo-poo that.
I don't love skiing. Skiing's fine. I'll do it. I grew up doing it. It's fine. And that's all I'll come out and say. It's fine. It's just not my favorite thing to do.
Yeah. I don't love it.
And I'll leave it right there.
Leave it right there.
So
we're talking about sales kickoffs.
Yeah. Welcome back to Demoted, everyone. Happy New Year. You've had a couple episodes already, but we'll say Happy New Year again because for us, we're coming back.
And I actually wanted to do a bit on this, like how long until you can't say Happy New Year?
I know. I said it this morning, first thing on a call, and I was like, ugh. I already hate me.
Larry David did a bit like, you can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
Okay? It's the 7th.
Yeah. Hope you all had a happy holidays, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. When I don't know people,
I'm just going to go back to hope you're doing well. Hope this email finds you well.
And I'm going straight to Vegas today for CES, and I am not looking forward to it.
That's scary.
I don't want to go be around 140,000 people.
That's a lot.
It's Dreamforce 2X.
You're a total germaphobe also.
I am.
When you texted to cancel our hang because you had the sniffles, like I don't know if I want to keep being friends with you.
It's not about that. It's that you've gotten me sick, including COVID twice, and I just have to be better than you and not do that.
Yeah. No, I get
that's
that.
What it's all about.
I get that.
If you hadn't gotten me sick before, I'd have brought you over and gotten you so sick.
Ross is the guy that's like, would you mind putting a mask on in the backseat of my car? Just in case.
So we're a masks on car?
So we're going to roll the windows down and throw the masks on if that works for you. I'm like, Ross, geez.
I'm just so sick of being sick. Aren't you sick of being sick?
Yes.
You were sick 100 times last year too.
100 times. I have like terminal pneumonia. I can't, I'm not going to survive this year.
Yeah.
My goal for 2025 is to stay alive. Like, I can't stop getting sick.
That's a bar I can join you on.
I can get behind.
So I can get behind that. All right. SKO season. We said it 100 times. It's coming. I'm about to go speak at like 5 or 6 of them, trying to cut back because they do a terrible, terrible toll on my soul and life.
Ross used to be the town scooter, just absolutely whoring himself out to sales kickoffs nationwide.
I really was. It was a long run.
We'll tell an anecdote. Let's first define sales kickoffs because I wasn't in sales. Sales kickoff, SKO, is typically a 1 or 2 day event held at the beginning of a fiscal year or quarter where sales team members gather to receive information and training on new products or services, new sales enablement technology, and company initiatives. What this definition is missing is you also go buck wild crazy.
You go absolutely wild. You do stupid shit.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally you don't, but someone's going to.
And that's when we get confessions. And so I'll start off, we asked for confessions on Ross's page of like, what's the craziest sales kickoff stuff you've done? And the first one that Ross got was a photo of him drinking out of a fifth from a sales kickoff.
In a packed hotel room.
And I want you to share the story just to set the scene for our listeners.
Yeah, I was in San Diego. This is not something I do a lot.
It was younger.
Just every time I go to SKO. Just every time I go to SKO. I was in San Diego for ClickUp, which is a tech company. And, it was they weren't a huge organization at the time. I don't know, a few hundred people were at this SKO. I did my normal bit, which is usually like 15 to 20 minutes on stage, kind of a motivational, comedic keynote. Sales is the best, marketing sucks, everybody else sucks, but sales is the best. And then I'm like chilling for the rest of the day, rest of the night. So what do? I go party with all the sales savages.
Of course.
Who are around and want to hang out. What else am I going to do?
Ross is a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. And I looked around at this point of this picture. It was like 2 a.m. And I was like, I got to get out of here.
Like, am I the speaker or am I an entry-level SDR? I'm forgetting.
I seem
to be losing the plot.
I was being a real SDR. Anyway, this photo is of me taking an absolute swig and a half out of a...
Can we share it for the YouTube listeners, for the 10 of them?
Yeah, we can put it on there. Why not? We'll throw it all for all 10 of you to look at. That's what we call a career-limiting move. Luckily, it's part of my brand. It actually very well integrates into all the things that I do.
He was invited back the next year.
I was potentially invited back. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
So we'll kick that off with, we also do this too. I'm sure I've found myself in those moments. I went to Deloitte University. Yeah. Different. I've talked about it. Not a sales kickoff, but I've absolutely gotten way
Natalie
too
parties.
Drunk. Way too
We've
drunk.
partied together and it's a great time.
It's a great time. So, Ross.
Yes.
What is the biggest sales kickoff you've attended? I'm going to do a little rapid fire interview for you.
Biggest sales kickoff I ever attended was SAP Concurs in Seattle. It was about 5,000 people.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what is the best one you've been to? The best sales kickoff?
The best sales kickoff I've been to so far was Smartsheet, also in Seattle. And
I feel like you've told me about this before.
It was very fun. Went out to dinner with their executive team. They had just sponsored an F1 team, so their CEO came out like in the racing suit. Not the kind of body you want to see in a racing suit. So I roasted the shit out of him. I roasted them, their whole company, for like 20 minutes.
Did you see Nikki Glaser on the Golden Globes? Sorry,
I did watch her. I mean, she's the best.
She's best.
She's so good.
She's just knows how to roast.
She does. However, I will say, and maybe this is something we should do down the line, is she gets a room full of writers and they go write that bit together. Oh, they basically all submit all the best jokes they possibly can, all the roasts, and then they kind of bring it all together. So she didn't write all of those things. She came out and said that, but her delivery is incredible. She is very smart and quick, and
she's so quick.
She is goals. She's goals in terms of roasting.
She is goals.
Roasted Tom Brady. You should go watch her bit on that too, because it is
fire. Ross and I are heading to a sales kickoff actually together next week, which DC. We're kind of kicking off for them, speaking. We're interviewing their CEO, so we'll have more on that.
Yeah, that's going to be, we're all similarly going to do a little roast. It's going to be a little bit of a demoted pod style. I mean, it is demoted. It's demoted live, but it's going to be at a sales kickoff. So we'll see how it goes. We'll report back.
We have to take a fireball shot with the whole organization, which was a requirement of the CEO.
The one thing we know for certain is that.
We'll see how this goes. Next question. Is there a way to do a sales kickoff right?
Yeah.
Is there upside?
There's a lot of downside. The upside, I would say, if when in doubt, just like, don't be memorable.
Yep.
Usually it's memorable for battery. Someone's dancing on a table. Someone came out of somebody else's room. Somebody's wearing the same clothes as the day before. You could be memorable like that. I would just advise you not to do that. I think for a company, the best, like, don't go to Vegas. Way too many of these are in Vegas. Vegas is just, unless you're trying to downsize, because then someone makes a dumb choice. It's like, well, now they're out of here. Nice, easy way to get people to see themselves out the door. But, a nice, classy event. Make it quick, make it concise. Don't force people to sit through a lot of bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit in sales kickoffs.
How does sales kickoff differ from like President's Club in Hawaii? Like my dream would be being flown to Hawaii. Yeah. Katy Perry's performing.
President's Club is like the fun version of SKO.
And you can bring partners, and it's a little more exec level, or like,
yeah, it's just a smaller group because it's the top salespeople. It's usually the execs, and then like they'll handpick a few random people outside of sales who like really help support the org this year, and they get to bring their themselves in a +1, and that's basically
that marketing webinar really drove numbers. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Some marketing person comes, everybody's looking around like, we had to fight so hard for this, and they get fucking Jeff's here.
What did Jeff do?
Here. Deal desk guy Jeff is here. But yeah, I like President's Club is basically sales kickoff. So it's the parties, it's the entertainment, it's the activities, but none of the like really sitting in, other than like an awards dinner, probably. You're not really sitting around listening to the roadmap or the new legal processes or like how we're going to work on deals. Yeah, all the training shit.
Got it. What should I expect from an SKO after party?
Usually it's a pretty swanky venue. It's like people dress sort of, I'll say, smart casual. It's like a blazer with a button down type thing. You know smart casual for the ladies more than I will. But it is a party that usually leads to another party. Sometimes there's a band, sometimes there's a DJ, there's like dinner, buffet, open bar if you're the cool company, which a lot of people don't even do sales kickoffs anymore. They're virtual, which is like, talk about worst, virtual.
Talk about living nightmare.
Virtual, yeah. So, it's a classy event, and then there's some group of people that end up continuing the event after the event, and that's when things get dicey.
Really dicey.
Very dicey. Yeah.
Why don't other departments have sales kickoffs?
My theory on this is that deep down, everybody knows sales is the most important function there is. If sellers don't sell, marketing doesn't get to market, HR doesn't get to be annoying. There's not worth building a product if nobody's going to sell it. And so no, I think the actual basis of it is you either build a product or you sell a product, and everything else supports that. So like engineers don't party. They're sitting in their little like caves in the darkness. Like that's their version of an SKO. If they could like have a LAN party or something to play video games together, which I would probably attend. But salespeople, like you need to kind of get everybody going in on the same page for what the new year like holds, whether it's the new product releases, whether it's the new processes, whether it's like, a new product that's coming out, you need to learn it. And so sales, it just makes the most sense to have every other department potentially come in and present to them Because again, everything supports the sales motion. That's my hypothesis. And also again, salespeople are outgoing, extrinsically motivated. Work hard, play hard. And they like to bang.
Okay.
And they like to bang.
And companies know that.
Companies know that salespeople like to bang.
So can you tell me like different types of sales kickoffs?
The first one is the worst one. It's the virtual one. We don't really have budget, so we're going to have everybody sit on this Zoom, whatever virtual meeting for the next 8 hours.
Sounds lovely.
And we're going to bring in a magician.
Yeah. To do Zoom tricks.
That's our entertainment. We're going to bring in a magician.
He just disappears from his screen.
Right. That'll be 10K. That'll be 10K. And it's miserable. And everyone's there checking for cameras on, all that shit. That's the worst one. Then there's the budget SKO. We want to have one, but we're not going to go to New York. We're not going to go to Scottsdale. We're not going to go somewhere fun. We're going to go to Orlando.
Yep.
The floors are sticky in Orlando. Everything is sort of has a weird sort of heavy scent. Like you have to like kind of move it out of the way as you walk through. You know,
the curtain of stench.
Yeah. It's
hot.
It's a conference factory. It's sweaty. I mean, people coming in and out. You're probably going to get sick
for sure
because thousands of people are coming through this. I'm thinking of the Shingle Creek in Orlando. Yeah. I've been there 3 times.
And these are COVID required, I think. Parties, right?
They're mask off requirements.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just
we're
sticky.
all breathing down each other's throats and it's sticky. I like that.
Exactly. There's the absurdly nice one. Bougie, classy, probably should be a Prez Club. Frankly, it's financially irresponsible. Those are usually in like a New York type spot, a really cool city. Classy dinners, they bring in entertainment that's like a known band or known DJ. And it's like, okay, why is this like actually really fun and over the top for no reason at all?
Why are these all of a sudden my best friends?
Yes,
exactly. I love it here.
Exactly. Those are the best ones. That's best case.
This really is my family.
Yes. Those are kind of out the door these days. There's we're all over the world, so we're going to go to Austin, right? Central. It's also hot as shit there.
Is that typically more global teams?
You'll find a lot of global teams coming there just because, you know, again, it's the center of the U.S. and everybody else has to kind of react to that.
Yep.
So you either go out on 6th Street, you go out and get real dirty. You go out on Rainy if you're a little bit classier, but it's a hub. It's a big hub, and it's just it's the central point. Then there's the fun one, otherwise known as the Bang Fest. And that's like a Scottsdale.
Yeah.
That's Scottsdale. It becomes like a bachelorette party.
You forget you're at work.
Yeah. And
why am I in a bodycon dress heading to the nightclub?
But that's how everybody's dressed.
I guess that's just how I'm dressing with my coworkers.
Everybody's dressing like they're going to a club. And the vibes are high. The energy is high. You're not rested when it's done, but you're like, wow, that was crazy. And that results in a lot of the confessions we're going to have today.
Love that.
The last one is the way too big one, which could be just anywhere in the world, oftentimes Vegas. I went to one that was 8,000 people. And you can't get everybody in the same room. They had the Black Eyed Peas come and perform. Yeah. It was like a small city had just moved in and you don't know anybody. You're in like these breakout sessions of 1,000 people.
Airline prices are skyrocketing.
It feels like a tech conference.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, I work here. This is supposed to be somewhat intimate and it's just not.
No. You're one in quite literally a million.
You are. So now let's give some tips for new AEs, new SDRs, new folks coming to SKOs.
So the first one is show up, right? Break bread with your colleagues. If you're considering, I don't want to be here, you do. You have to go.
Just get there. Agreed.
Just be there.
That is the golden rule. Just show up. It doesn't matter what state you're in. Just get there.
The next one is don't challenge your buddies to a drink off. I need to remind you, we aren't in college anymore. Yeah. If you find yourself doing shots with your coworkers, something's wrong.
It's going to invariably lead to some poor choices.
One shot with your coworkers, fun.
Classy happy hour.
Celebratory. Third shot that you're pushing to try to get everyone to drink and you're challenging people, problem. You are the problem. Third tip, don't hook up with your coworkers. Caveat, definitely don't hook up with your boss.
Yeah. Extra caveat, if you're going to do those two things, don't get caught or seen by anyone.
Do not get seen. You've always had a crush on your boss. You've been eyeing him for the longest time. You're in love with him. No. Now is not the time.
Not the time or place, because that's how rumors get started, true or not, and they never go away, and then they end up on our podcast.
So maybe do it, actually.
Because we need the content.
We need stories.
We are desperate for content.
Fourth tip, don't be memorable, right? Don't be the guy ranting to upper management. Don't be the girl dancing on the table.
Please, don't just, if you get out of there and no one remembers if you were there, that is a win.
Anything that makes people talk about you, please don't do it. Bad for the brand. Demoted.
Hard demote.
Another just pro tip, bring Z-Biotic which is the trending hangover drink. You will be hungover at these events.
Not an ad. Z-Biotic is the truth. Not an ad. It's just the truth.
You called me and told me about this just randomly one day.
Yes, I did. It is a phenomenal concoction.
You drink it before or
You drink
during?
it before. You drink it before. It's one of the few hangover drinks that isn't like masking symptoms and actually attacks them. God, I sound like an ad.
It's not an ad.
It's not an ad. You'll still be tired because you can't replace sleep, but it is the best.
Okay.
Creme de la creme.
I'm going to need some. Z-Biotic, sponsor us. And then, of course, always eat the breakfast of champions.
Always.
Right? Which is water, coffee, allergy meds.
Yep. Advil, some sort of anti-inflammatory.
And Advil.
Yep. And if you're feeling bad that day, you can throw in a Dayquil.
Yeah, which Ross tried on his recent trip.
I did, and it worked like a charm. Played really good golf.
Now you want to hear the actual confessions, right? That you all submitted. Thank you for taking the time to submit these. Should we get into some quickies?
Yeah, before that, these were posted on my Instagram story. You have a little question box. You get limited characters. So that's why some of these are short. We prefer them short. Some of you went in there and wrote in 5 different boxes. I said you could go DM me and just send me a paragraph, but reading comprehension, listening comprehension, again, not the strong suit. It's
Ross
a new
and I
year.
spent this morning kind of putting together the puzzle of your longer confessions, but let's get into these
Yeah,
quickies.
they sent them in 9 parts, but okay.
There was a weird prayer circle made around sales to show support in the new year. ... Culty.
That sounds very culty. It sounds right. Someone wrote, because they're so funny, the presentations were informative, entertaining, and motivational. That sounds like it was either written by senior leadership or someone's very facetious.
If you're happy with your job, don't submit it.
Yeah. What do you do? Bring that happiness on us?
Okay.
How
please.
dare you?
How dare you bring that?
So funny, and the fact that I
positivity.
even shared that is just adding to the fact that they did it.
Informative, entertaining, motivational. A guy died falling off an escalator trying to jump off of it into a fountain.
Now we're talking.
Okay.
Now we're talking.
Now we've had one death.
That's dark. Okay.
Great.
European rep blacked out in Vegas, started screaming at RD, and was taken back to her room. Came back and bumped into a different RD and bitched them out. I don't know what an RD
Who's
is.
an RD?
I don't know. Something regional director, probably. Regional director. That sounds right.
Why did it feel like some position in a dorm?
Why does it all? Yeah,
Like
exactly.
I ran into my rectress. RA.
Why does it always seem like people who get put back in their room end up coming back out?
They can't. They need, unless there was a lock on the outside.
You gotta lock them in.
You gotta somehow
Yes.
wedge a chair under the knob. Our CFO playing Usher on the first business day of 2025 on a JBL speaker.
Sounds like a millennial.
Baby, are you down, down, down? Is that Usher?
No.
Wait. Okay.
Confessions.
What's an Usher song?
Confessions. Part 1, part 2.
I'm too
My
young.
chick on the side says she got one on the way. These are my confessions.
Okay. Well, I don't know
You
Usher.
don't have to call. It's okay, girl. 'Cause I'ma be your ride tonight.
Night.
You don't have to call.
Was this you at the JBL speaker?
It was me.
Okay.
You know it's not true because I am not a finance guy. But Usher's a great choice. All right, here we go. Our number one AE got a $20,000 table at XS, which is a Vegas club for those of you who don't know. Then didn't want to pay for it, so he charged people via Slack.
Slack's got a lot of integrations now. The Slack Venmo integration, crazy.
Splitwise, insane.
Splitwise,
Insane.
I mean, you can't escape this.
I'm sure this AE did not expense it.
Rep ended up naked in the hotel lobby twice.
Cool. First time was funny. Second time was extra funny.
Can I tell a story from this weekend?
Yes.
This ski weekend.
Speaking of naked.
One of our friends comes in with his ski boots into the bar, the Mangy Moose, and there's this wooden portion, and he's holding 2 beers for him and his wife. And he goes and with his ski boots, I swear it was like an animated cartoon. Whoa! Literally is slipping, and the beer flies everywhere. He's soaking wet, covered in beer. And he tries to get up. He sort of like saved the beers. He's on his ass. He's flipping over. He's onto his stomach. And then he gets up again. And in a fate that can only be described as a double banana peel in Mario Kart.
Oh, no.
Once again. Ooh! Whoa!
Wow!
And we all were like, how did he double banana peel? Like, how do you do that? Not once, but twice. Poor guy gets up. He's like, do you think anyone saw that? We're like, only all 200 of us who were at this bar. It was so funny. So talking about being naked twice, I mean, one slip is fine in your ski boots. 2 is...
Right. That's a problem.
We need to wheelchair you out of here.
Yeah.
He had 2 bartenders helping him out. He wasn't even drunk. He literally was getting his first 2 beers.
Right.
It's just the ski boots. Okay.
Oh, no.
That was great.
That's
anyway.
dark. Head of HR paid a few of the BDRs to get a bunch of alcohol and a bag for the post game. The post game, a reference to the game after the game, the dark game.
Which sometimes you can post game with your friends, maybe play Mario Kart, do whatever you want to do there. Post gaming with your colleagues, maybe not the best choice to me.
The bag is aggressive.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. But
God damn, is it fun?
Dang.
But the head of HR doing that now, then you're kind of all immune.
Yeah, totally.
So
you can't come back. Take a photo of the head of HR with the bag, and you're pretty much immune for, I think, the rest of your career. New hire asked one female colleague if they shave or not because he liked it shaved. Thanks for adding that, Ross. I actually didn't see that initially, and that's terrifying.
I just thought that was the way it was written was funny.
It is.
And just asking people that is a weird thing to do.
Not appropriate, I don't think.
Brought to you by Manscaped.
In any context, yeah.
And then this one, of course, God damn it. Another one of my lovely followers just says, your mom goes to SKO.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, dude.
This took a Viagra with coworkers in Mexico, hooked up with coworker, fell asleep outside. One caveat to this, because Ross likes to go and look at the profiles.
I love a caveat. This was a woman.
This was a woman.
This was a woman who took Viagra.
Where all my Viagra taking women at? Smash that subscribe button.
Let us know.
Let us know.
What are the side effects?
What are the side effects?
What does it do? What does it do? I'm fascinated.
I'm scared. I'm fascinated. I'm scared.
It is possible, because I didn't research that hard, that this person just had a woman as their profile picture. You know when some dudes make their partner their profile picture.
Oh, like their partner. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
We're going to say it's a woman.
We're
and if not, they'll message you.
I do vividly remember that the name is very female leaning. It was like Lucy.
Which on our podcast, anyone can take Viagra.
Anyone
We
can.
are an equal opportunity Viagra podcast.
That's what we've always said. We said, you want to take Viagra? You do it. You want to take the gas station pills that have rhinos on them? Do it.
Anything.
Take them like gushers.
And
I don't care.
And please tell us about it. Contact at demotedpodcast.com.
Yep.
A hooker took my wallet, started the bathtub, and let it flood the room. Well played.
Well played.
You must have been an ass.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. Took your wallet. Yeah, they got paid. And then just to make matters worse, they flooded your bathroom. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of incidentals. Okay, here's another one. Coworker relapsed on crack. Company paid for his bougie rehab. Now that's a company that's family.
That is my family.
That is my family. Pays for my bougie rehab. I mean,
I get to go to the fun one in the woods?
Right. Fancy.
Great.
And I got to take crack again.
I'm with
be a good year.
I'm with famous people.
It's gonna be a good year.
In Malibu. Okay. New hire slipped MDMA in the senior leadership's drinks. Hot tub orgy at 3 a.m. Great. I do have questions. I'm curious. And these are the confessions that I like, right? It leaves me hanging.
Right.
And what after that?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Who was there? Give me the profile of these people.
Show me their LinkedIns.
Yeah. All three dudes, I'm guessing.
For sure. There was these, yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
Only men.
Only men. All right. Final night. Woman got on stage with Flo Rida, twerked and split her pants.
Is that
if you're going to twerk?
Bottom G?
Yeah.
Thank God I got one song right.
There's a video of us twerking somewhere.
We had a hypnotist, and one of the reps on stage with me started massaging my boob. I was not hypnotized, but he was. That night he kept apologizing profusely. That is so funny.
Remember when they hypnotized Mark and he sexually assaulted our coworker on stage? That was hilarious. She was chill though. He was super sorry.
What do you think about being hypnotized?
Honestly, kind of terrifying.
How does it happen? And
I don't know.
And why does it happen? Because I've
never been hypnotized.
The hypnotist is such a real thing. Us with Muñeco.
Oh yeah. Yeah, fucking Onyeku coming in here and just hypnotizing us and just making me.
One thing that corporate offices will go crazy for at parties is a hypnotist.
You want to have a good SKO this year? Bring a hypnotist on your virtual SKO.
Should we have a hypnotist come on the pod
and just see what happens?
God, I'd be scared. I'd be scared my inner demons would come out.
Me too.
Like
that's
the real me.
Right. That's what I'm scared of.
I don't have time for it.
All right. CBO hooked up with an SDR and told the entire company she was a squirter. HR ignored.
HR would just be like, I'm sorry. This is so
absolutely outrageous.
Unwork related that I don't know what do I say to her?
Hey, there's accusations going around that you are a squirter. We're not here to be the finders of fact or fiction, just merely to let you know that this is happening right now.
That was so well said in the HR voice. So well said. Now, please do not shoot the messenger here. Guy grabbed a handful of poker chips off the casino table at the MGM Grand. Went to casino jail. Company bailed him out, but then sent him home with no job. So not my family.
Hopefully
actually maybe like my family.
Yeah, getting me out of casino jail would be nice.
My family would be like, you aren't a part of this family anymore. But
folks, there's no worse place unless you're in the Ocean's movie.
What is casino jail like?
I got to assume it's just like normal jail, but there's a few other dumbasses in there with you.
I'm picturing big dudes in suits, like the eyes of the sky beating you up.
Yeah. No, it seems like some sort of Russian mafia, like deep underbelly.
It feels like it's actually less regulated than real jail.
They just
so they can do whatever they want to.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
It's their private property.
There's no place with more cameras, more security, more people watching than a casino floor. So maybe don't do that. Are you going to get away with it? Was it worth it?
Casinos scare me so much.
Yeah. Cocaine-driven nights in Vegas that led to marketing girl hookups and lawsuits. That sounds right.
Thank you.
Vegas.
We got a couple longer confessions, right? A little more to the plot. The plot thickens, and we're going to read these for you now.
Yeah, these are girthier ones. I think you guys are going to like these. I just wanted a chance to say girthy.
I know you did.
I just want to say girthy.
I know you did. At a sales kickoff in Miami Beach, a few coworkers went to the beach after the club at 1 a.m. They were making out in the ocean, both married to other people. And to add insult to the injury, they dropped most of their clothes and wallet and purse on the beach and had their stuff stolen. We all had to fly home the next morning, and they had to move their flights to try to find their IDs to get home after the entire sales team had seen them making out.
That's awesome.
The things you'll do for love.
Yeah. Little late night ocean makeout.
I think I'm just blind to the fact that like so much cheating happens in this world. I don't know why I'm so innocent and so just like such a lover of love that I like to think that people are faithful generally.
You're wholesome.
Like generally people cheat.
The world's fucked up.
That is so scary.
And I actually think it's less than it used to be because of social media.
Less cheating?
Less cheating.
More virtual VR girlfriends?
No, I just think it's less because people are more like likely to get caught now because people are so stupid.
Oh, I see.
Like back in the day before social media, you'd be like, I'm leaving for a week and I won't talk to anyone for a long time. You'll have to call the hotel phone in town.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll be back in a week.
Yeah, that's so true. Now I'm like, I have your location.
Of course, sliding into DMs now makes it easier to, I don't know. I have to go find
like there's receipts everywhere.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like absolutely terrifying.
Guys, ding, ding, ding. Exciting. We have an audio submission.
Let's go.
Let's go. We're listening to this for the first time.
Hey, Corp and Natalie. I am such a big fan of the podcast. I wish I could listen to it all day, every day, but I wanted to give you guys my corporate confession as an audio message because you keep asking for them. But I work in sales at a mid-sized family-owned company of about 100 people in the U.S. And last week I went out to a client dinner with our senior VP of sales, a 58-year-old man from Jersey, our brand new COO, who's in his mid-60s, and also a guy who's very quiet and humble and extremely intelligent. And we also had the new female CEO of our most important client company. And after his second glass of wine, our senior VP ditches the business talk and starts to tell the female client that the waitress is definitely into him, and how could she not be, because all women are into him. Also, how women gravitate towards him because of his great looks and his personality is just a plus. And he was 100% serious. The waitress was absolutely not into him, and he is also married for a very long time. So needless to say, the client was shocked and didn't entertain him the rest of the meal or the night, and no wonder our business has been dwindling. So it was crazy.
First of all, a round of applause for the audio submission.
Thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate
loved
that.
hearing it from you. I loved being there at the scene of the crime. I felt like I was the waitress. You put us right in there.
I felt like I was at your desk and you were telling me the story.
And we're best friends.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
And I go, dang, that's crazy.
People who assume that people are into them.
He caught the Natalie.
I assume that all the time.
Tell me what you were saying before we recorded.
A waiter will ask me, do you want still or sparkling?
Yeah.
And I dead serious. I'm like, why are you so obsessed with me?
Yeah, literally.
If you want to hook up with me, just say so.
Write it on the check and be cheeky or something.
Like, okay, still or sparkling? Like, really? You're going to just come out and ask me that? Like,
Don't want an indoor or outdoor wedding.
I don't want to play games. Like,
yeah. No, exactly.
So this guy is me. This guy is me. Like, I dead serious have the confidence of a lion.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's into me. So reality is they're not. They're not. And it's kind of funny when it's me because it's obviously a joke. But when it's this business leader.
When it's this VP of sales, 58-year-old man from Jersey.
Who dead serious says, my personality is just a plus.
I would love to be your COO who's in his mid-60s and also a guy who's very quiet and humble and extremely intelligent.
Was he a character at all in this?
No, he was just there. I want his thoughts.
She's just painting the scene.
Now that's the guy I am into, and the waitress was for sure into. Was the quiet, humble, intelligent guy.
He's going home with the waitress, 100%. No one's talking about him.
Silent killer, that COO over there.
I love this. Felt like an ACT, when they would give you reading comp and there's a lot of like unnecessary, superfluous facts that you kind of have to comb through to realize like the true plot of the story. That was this. That was that guy.
Right. Underline the one sentence that sums up the entire story. That type of
mid-sized family-owned company, about 100 people.
About 100 people. About 100 people. Yeah, man from Jersey.
I can't believe that happened. And
what do you do in that situation? You just kind of let it ride, right? Like.
Well, and it's like the business is dwindling because of it. You don't deserve this job.
That's one of those things where if this guy makes a comment towards the waitress, like I end up going to apologize to the waitress and being like, I like go to the bathroom later. I'm like, first of all, I'm very sorry.
For sure.
He's a fucking asshole.
Absolutely. That's a great play.
And if he didn't control my paycheck, I would have stood up for you.
I just know that this is me
that I'm a coward and every day.
Silently standing up for you.
Every day.
Yep.
I will regret not standing up for you loudly.
Yeah. Loudly and proudly.
Yeah.
You sometimes have to be the innocent bystander.
You got to understand the macroeconomic conditions. It's hard to get a new job right now. And I wanted to stand up for you. And believe me.
I'm such a barfer of words.
Yeah.
For no reason. I love it.
Exactly.
It's the new year. I know we're recording this in early Jan. So Ross and I are still talking reflections. And one of ours is to be a bit more eco-friendly.
Yeah. And fun fact, each year Americans throw away 25% more trash between Thanksgiving and New Year's. All right. So this year, our resolution is to be more eco-friendly, to go a little more green.
We're guilty of throwing away some trash here in the Demoted studio.
We've done it.
And we're also guilty of making an absolute mess.
So that's why we are going to turn our New Year's resolutions into New Year's actions.
By getting Blue Land cleaning products. Our conference table has fingerprints all over it. It's got crumbs from the sandwich we ate. And it needs to be cleaned. And how are we going to do that?
We're obviously going to use Blue Land cleaning products because they smell great. They're affordable. They're easy to use. They're better for the friggin' environment. It's literally it's a game theory dominant strategy. It is a win-win-win-win-win.
Basically, you get reusable bottles when you're sent products, and then refills start at just like $2.25. So instead of rebuying new plastics, creating more waste, you're saving.
Right. And if you're on that cleaning schedule that every 5 weeks, like I am, which don't judge me, every 5 weeks, you can set up a little subscription.
And Ross wouldn't know this, but their multi-surface cleaner that we use in the conference room that you, of course, just like to spray, and then I do all the wiping.
I love spraying.
You're the spray guy.
I'm the spray guy.
Yeah, well, that works wonders. So Blue Land is having a special offer for listeners right now. Get 15% off your first order by going to blueland.com/demoted.
If you are a clean head like I am, you do not want to miss this. All right. Blueland.com/demoted for 15% off. Be a clean head like the rest of us.
That's blueland.com/demoted to get 15% off.
You know what I was doing in Hawaii between being sick and being healthy?
What?
I was taking cornbread CBD gummies.
Wow. Talk about a stress-free, relaxed experience.
Yeah. And what's important about it is they were the first USDA organic gummy in the United States of America.
And they're non-psychoactive, right?
Right. They're full spectrum.
Making it safe for daily use.
Exactly.
Which you took them, I think, every day when you were in Hawaii,
I took them
right?
every day, but they're third-party lab tested, so I wasn't worried.
And 100% legal if you're 21 or older.
Exactly.
But what if I'm like, I don't know which cornbread product or gummy I want?
That's good. That's all good. If you don't know, they have a quiz.
Oh, the 2-minute quiz to get custom recommendations tailored to your needs?
Exactly. So if you're a certain type of person, you're feeling some sort of way.
Achy, pain, or you're stressed.
They have the CBD gummy for you.
So if you're looking for a healthier way to relieve aches and pains while getting a better night's sleep, try Cornbread Hemp's USDA organic CBD gummies.
They're full spectrum, including THC, flower only, and third-party lab tested.
If you want to give Cornbread a try, they're offering Demoted listeners 30% off your first order.
Just visit cornbreadhemp.com/demoted and use promo code demoted at checkout.
That's cornbreadhemp.com/demoted and use code demoted for 30% off your first order.
This is the good life. All right, let's get into promoted, demoted, our favorite segment. Do we like it? Do we not? And let's start with, I haven't watched this film, Baby Girl. I need to watch it.
I haven't watched it either, and I'm so excited. Nicole Kidman.
Yeah. I think it's just an excuse
salacious
for Nicole Kidman to bang some younger guys.
Well, and
she loves that.
Okay. Of course, just a female actress who's working her ass off, doing 18 movies a year.
She's a phenomenal actress.
She
no knock on that.
Too much plastic surgery, not enough plastic surgery. Oh, she's ugly. She's old. She tries to do something to remedy it. Now now she's doing too much. I love you, Nicole Kidman. Thank you for your work.
So do I, but it's very clear that she just wants to bang some
Every time
dudes.
it plays at the AMC, we come to this place.
Yeah.
I cry. I love it. It's so moving.
It's true.
I'm promoting Baby Girl, even though I haven't seen it. I'm sure I'll love it. It's giving 50 Shades of Grey, and that's just right up my alley.
Right.
Promoted or demoted, scoop and butter.
That's scoop and butter. Look at the video. That's scoop and butter.
That's
you either know what it is or you don't.
That's a deep cut.
If you don't know what it is and you don't understand it, then you are not ready. That is the joke.
Okay.
The joke is you say you know. You say, oh yeah, you go, oh. I totally know what it is.
I don't even know what it is, and I'm your podcast co-host and maybe good friend.
That's a choice. If you don't know what it is, it's a choice.
I don't know you.
You're not ready. All right. Promoted, demoted. Top performer, sales reps having disciplinary immunity.
Promoted. I love when you're immune. I love immunity.
Earn the right.
It's like Ross at the sales kickoff drinking from the fifth. He's immune. He spoke.
Immune.
They paid you to be there.
Right.
You're totally immune.
I am partying. I'm being paid to party right now.
Yeah, and you're welcome.
Yeah. You're welcome for being here. I'm going to try to break that habit. Let it be known.
Promoted or demoted, deja vu. For me, demoted.
Demoted.
When I have to relive something that I know, I am certain I've been here before.
It's already happened.
It's already happened.
Why would I do this again?
Why am I in Inception all of a sudden?
Yeah. Terrifying.
Really scary.
Bothers me a little bit. Promoted, demoted, falling in love with your AI SDR.
It's going to happen. We're going to start getting the confession. If we stay in this podcast. I'm going to promote it
because what's she going to do? Go to HR?
Yeah. What's Piper going to do?
Piper's going to show all the chat transcripts and be like, hey, I don't want to be a robot anymore.
The day AI starts claiming that they're
being harassed.
That's why I'm nice to AI. That's why I say thank you, ChatGPT.
Absolutely.
Thank you for these responses. Those were really good, Baird.
Last night I apologized to my Lenovo tablet.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't set a stupid timer for me when I was trying to cook these Brussels sprouts. And I went off. And then I apologized for like 5 minutes.
I say, you know what? I'm sorry, Lenovo tablet.
I was like, I realized you were busy doing literally anything else than the task I needed. Totally fine. I'll use my phone. And I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry.
I lost my cool. I was just very hangry.
Promoted or demoted, fresh pow.
Oh, promote.
So you do like skiing.
I like fresh pow. I just like fresh pow for about an hour and a half.
I don't know what to do in fresh pow. My ski's getting buried.
Keep those tips up.
No.
Tips up.
See, my tips are
pressed straight.
My tips.
Strictly downhill.
I see these skiers that look like they're floating, they're flying.
Yeah.
I'm sinking. I'm in quicksand.
Right.
Don't know what to do with fresh pow.
It's hard to pizza straight through fresh pow.
It is.
It is.
It starts to build up on the sides.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It does.
I'm like a little kid, those kids flying on the 1 foot skis, just marshmallows, pizzaing, flying. That's me. Except I'm a grown woman.
Liability. I'm skiing so far away from you.
And I'm a big tree and I fall hard.
Yeah.
I freak out. When there's other people in front of me, I'm screaming, incoming on your left.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ruining the experience.
Yeah.
How would I slow?
You can only pizza so hard.
So hard.
An unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
My friend got a speeding ticket by these two ski bums. She's just the most graceful skier. She was, I guess, going a little too fast in the like slow family zone.
You can get a speeding ticket on skis.
We're behind them in the chairlift, and these two yellow jacket bums come out of nowhere. They're like 14 years old, and they're like, we got to get on this lift before that girl. We're getting her. And they go and they snowboard off. They're of course both boarding. And they get her and they scan her icon pass and give her a speeding ticket. And then they both high five after they gave it.
No
And we're
way.
all watching. We were doing like a party run with like 10 of us. We're like, are you guys serious?
How much is a ticket for skiing?
It's just like a ding on your icon pass. But so we literally all said they high five. And then our whole group goes, that was awesome. And we start cheering for her getting the speeding ticket. It was insane.
Oh my God. What a world. I did not even know that existed. All right. Last one. Promoted, demoted, people who cut lines. Special place in hell for you. There's a very special place.
You think you're above it.
Right.
You think you can do it all. You're invincible.
Yeah.
Oh, it's your world. We're just living in it.
Nobody's paying attention. Maybe I'll just slide on in here.
Hey, you drunk idiot. We all saw you.
Yeah.
I have no problem being at this volume going, wait, was that person in line? I like to rally the whole line against them.
Oh, yeah.
All of a sudden it's Squid Games and I'm building a team.
Right.
Against them. Promoted or demoted Squid Games 2. Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it yet.
Do you watch anything?
At times.
Do you have a love for film and television?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Then maybe watch some of it.
I'm watching Arcane, which is animated right now, and it's fucking incredible.
Okay. We
It's
watch
really
different
good.
things.
We watch different things.
Let's read a review.
Let's read a review. Get out of here. Move on with our lives. It's Tuesday.
Jay in Seabus, he wrote this on Christmas Eve. Thank you for listening to our Christmas Eve episode. I don't know if that got any listens, so we appreciate that, Jay. Called Great Combo, gave us 5 stars. Love the two of you for your mix of comedy and also great advice, but mainly just comedy. Thank you for the dig.
Right.
We appreciate it.
Not really the advice, but mostly the comedy, which I can live with.
Nice try on the advice. Stick to the jokes.
Right.
Thanks, Jay.
And we will.
We will.
Thanks, Jay in Seabus.
This year, I am trying to find a bit more purpose, right? It's 2025. I feel like I'm so used to being alone. I'm spinning my cycles alone in my room. And the only person I have to look at is myself in the mirror, right? With my clown mask, as we like to say. So my main goal is to find community, right? Others to lean on, a sense of purpose and camaraderie.
Can I recommend a phenomenal community to you?
Go for it.
It's called Sales Blazer by Salesforce. Fun fact, I used to be a lonely SDR, but now I have tons of friends and I have a global online community.
Wait, you are so cool.
Yeah. I'm an account executive, a senior account executive. No, an enterprise account executive.
And you're part of the Sales Blazer community?
That's right. I got resources. I got job opportunities. I got a place where I can network and trauma bond with like-minded sales savages from all around the world.
And the most exciting part is that Ross got his first friend.
We haven't met in person yet. We're still kind of sussing each other out, but
we're best friends.
Vibes are high.
So if you want to join this awesome community, go to sforce.co/demoted.
That is sforce.co/demoted. Join the Sales Blazer community today.
Get some friends.
Get some friends.
Now let's jump into some shout outs brought to you by Sales Blazer.
All right, the first one is, hey, Demoted, shout out to Maxine, my new manager. I am excited to have a charismatic and empathetic leader like yourself this next year. I promise I won't send in horrible ass confessions about you, Louisa.
Thanks for rereading that, Ross. Shout out to Gary L. in Seattle. I saw you have Demoted on your Spotify rap podcast, and I haven't mentioned to you that I listen also. Thought it was a good way to let you know. Brad M. from marketing.
Well, we got a marketer out here listening.
I love
Thanks,
a marketer
Brad M.
coming out as being a listener. Like, thank you, Brad M.
Yeah. Like they were going to bond about it. Like it was some super big secret. Tell everyone.
Tell everyone.
All right. Hey, Corbin, Nat, I want to shout out Jimmy, a.k.a. Jimbo Slice, for hitting a buzzer beater end of year quota over Christmas break. I'm sure you're still recovering from your New Year's hangover. You deserve it, buddy. From Stanny the Manny.
Jimbo Slice.
Jimbo Slice.
My freaking guy.
There's always a Jimbo Slice in every friend group. I got a Jimbo Slice in mine.
Those are some shout outs. Thank you for listening to this SKO episode. If you haven't already smashed that subscribe button,
just do it.
Take it to your nearest sales kickoff. Make it take shots.
Force it to take
shots.
Harass it.
Force
it to show up.
Force it to show up.
Yeah.
Buy a bag with it.
Settle down with it. Throw your life away for it.
Get naked in the ocean and make out with it.
Yep.
Right?
Use your ID about it. And then when you're done with that, hit the like button as well.
Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Say interesting post. And to the brave soul who submitted an audio message, we are partying with you at your nearest SKO.
Yeah,
we
you let
love
us know.
you. You let us know. We'll do anything for you. We'll twerk on this wall for you, girlfriend. We love you.
You probably don't want that, but we'll do it anyway. So with that, everyone, happy Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your work week, and we will see you all next time on Demoted.